Hey guys, just got done watching Wonder Woman, and this is going to be my review for it. Alright, I'm going to try my best to make it a little bit shorter than usual because I drag on way too much. Alright, let's start with the story for Wonder Woman. For the most part, the story is almost the same as the first Captain America movie, but I'm going to be honest, Wonder Woman does it better, just because they flesh out the characters a little bit better than Captain America, and the fight scenes are actually a lot better, I thought. Except for the villain in Captain America, I thought was better than the villain in this one. But, you know, I'm just comparing it because they both take place in World War II, but at the beginning of this movie, it does take place in present day, and it flashes back to World War II and all that good stuff. But it doesn't automatically start at World War II because it also has like a flashback deeper where it takes place when Diana is a kid on Themyscira and learning the ways of being an Amazon and stuff. So I thought that was actually kind of nice. It gave you a lot more backstory to like the Amazons and everything. So I like that. Like I said, that I didn't like the villain that much, and the villain's Ares, God of War. He's the main villain, and he's basically the major plot point that makes everyone do things in this movie. Diana wants to go kill the God of War because it's going to stop the Great War, aka World War II, and yeah, I think it's World War II. Nazis, I think. But yeah, I didn't like him. I didn't like Ares. Every other character though, I liked. And I hate to stop saying But yeah, didn't like Ares. I liked every other character. Chris Pine did really well as Steve Trevor's. Gal Gadot did. I'm gonna be honest. There are moments I didn't like Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot did a good job, but her character, at times she was so over the top. Like she was. I'm gonna say I like her character more than I disliked it, but there's some couple moments where she got super annoying, and it's just those bits kind of irked me a little bit. Like, not that bad though, but still, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the soundtrack because I already said the characters are pretty good. Soundtrack was alright. I did start growing on the Wonder Woman theme song. The rest of the soundtrack was pretty decent, not bad like some of the other DC Universe songs. But yeah, this is not bad. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Action and visuals. The action was pretty good for most of the movie, except for the last 15 minutes. But there was a thing that kind of bugged me a little bit, and that's the random slowdowns. In order to emphasize certain actions, it kind of does the Matrix slowdown bits, but it overuses it. Like every fight does this, just to emphasize, like, oh, she got hit, Diana gets hit, slows down, zooms in, ta-da. Or someone's about to fire a bow, slow down, zoom in, ta-da. Someone's about to shoot someone, slow down, zoom in. Like, any big action piece in the action scenes themselves, it slows down and zooms in. Like, well, it doesn't like zoom in that much. It just zooms in to emphasize that something major's about to happen. Look at these arrows. They're about to go on someone. Wah. Feel our amazing choreography. But yeah, it's just a minor nitpick. It's just that I thought they overused the slowdown, but it wasn't bad. Like, actually, the action was really good. So I can kind of see why they would want to emphasize their decent action, because out of all the DC universe, this is actually the. I'm not gonna count the Dark Knight trilogy because it's not actually in universe, but from like Man of Steel, fucking Batman vs Superman, and this is the best one. Oh, and Suicide Squad. This is still the best one. And yeah, the action was actually pretty well done, except for the last 15 minutes, which it begins to, I guess, actually treat itself like a superhero movie and have a big epic battle between Wonder Woman and Ares, which it comes down to so much CG and yeah, spoiler: Ares is the main villain. Um, like there's, I think I mentioned at the very beginning, Ares is my least favorite character, but yeah, I didn't like Ares. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Well, dude, let's go ahead and go with everything negative. I thought. Random bits of Wonder Woman actually being kind of annoying. Ares, very slow bit in the middle of the movie, which was there for character building, but it was very slow and is more to like emphasize the love between Diana and Steve Travers, aka Chris Pine, and yeah, I thought that bit was actually pretty boring, but it didn't like drag the movie down that much. Like, I'm going to be giving this movie an 8.5 out of 10. You be thinking like, why an 8.5 out of 10 and not higher? Well, the main reason is because the story is kind of overdone. Well, not really overdone. It's just like the same copy-paste story is done in Captain America, but I would give the first Captain America movie a lower score, but this one is better than that one. So, like, the first Captain America movie is like a 7. This is like a whole point and a half above that. So, because it's that much better. The characters are better, the action's better, and the story itself is just better. But it's still very. It's not as good as like Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Avengers, first Iron Man. Like, it's not that good, but it is the best movie for DC, for in the DC universe currently, in my opinion, which is quite a high compliment, because if they were able to do that with this for Wonder Woman, maybe they're actually stepped onto the right track and are gonna cruise this train all the way down and make good movies from now on. Or who am I kidding? DC has a track record for being stupid. So, in regards to their movies, well, it's Warner Brothers. I think that's the problem. But, all right. So, that's my review for Wonder Woman. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about Wonder Woman if you watched it already. I ended up watching it late because I wanted to watch it with my mom because she's a big Wonder Woman fan. Well, the old TV show. So, ta-da. I had to wait 2 extra days to watch it, because normally I watch the new movies on Thursdays, watch it Saturdays so she could watch it, because that's the only day she really has off. And she liked it, but there's a part of this movie she didn't like at all, and she hates that bit. I'm not gonna mention that because that's a major spoiler, so I'm sure someone's gonna spoil it down in the comments, but ignore that person. Didn't happen. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I actually went longer than I was actually planning on to, because I rambled at the end. But yeah, peace out, and see you in the next video, which is going to be a Dragon Ball Super review. Alright, bye.